Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here at the RIDE conference. Let me begin with a question many of us in higher education are currently facing. How can we prepare learners for a world where technology changes faster than our modules? This challenge is particularly visible in the field of AI. New tools appear almost every day. New jobs are emerging everywhere. However, our traditional degree programs were not designed for this pace of change. So today, I would like to share some insights from a study of a new form of educational supply that attempts to address this challenge, AI micro-credential. Dr. Xueying Liu, associate researchers at Open University of China. In the next 20 minutes, I will present a comparative study of 4 AI programs, discuss what makes them effective, and reflect on what universities might learn from these experiences. Let me briefly outline the structure of the presentation. I will begin with a short overview of AI education and macro-credentials. After that, introduce the research design, then look at the 4 programs included in the study. The central part of the talk focuses on the key findings. Finally, I will reflect on the implications for universities and educators. Over the past few years, AI has been transforming many sectors of society. As these technologies spread, the demand for people with AI knowledge and digital skills continues to grow. Traditional degree programs are really difficult to match technological change. This context has encouraged growing interest in micro-credential. According to the statistics market research consulting, the global micro-credential and the nano-degree market is accounted for about 22 billion in 2025 and is expected to reach more than 71 billion by 2032. So what exactly do we mean by micro-credential? In simple terms, it is a short certification focused on specific skill or competencies. Unlike a traditional degree, which usually takes several years to complete, a micro-credential can often be finished within weeks or months. These programs are typically modular, skill-focused, stackable, and frequently delivered online. In China, a similar idea exists under the name micro-majors. By 2025, Chinese universities had established more than 2,600 micro-majors with over 74,000 graduates. Existing research suggests that, and we can see the background next. Sorry, yeah, this one. Okay. Existing research suggests that AI micro-credential generally fall into 3 broad technical competence programs, such as generative AI, data strategy, and this in this table. And another is AI application. The third is AI ethics and governance. During the literature review, one issue became quite clear. Although AI micro-credentials are developing quickly, systematic research on them remain limited. Many studies discuss online learning more broadly, but relatively few examine how AI micro-credential programs are actually designed and implemented. This observation led us to focus on 2 main questions. One concerns the basic characteristics of these programs. such as how they are structured for module design and the learning formats to participants, and the way credentials are issued. Another question relates to the development model. By comparing several programs, this study hoped to see whether common model could be identified. To explore these questions, the study adapted a qualitative research design. A comparative multi-case analysis was combined with grounded theory. The analysis followed the three stages commonly used in grounded theory: open coding, Excel coding, selective coding. This process helped us identify the core dimensions shaping AI micro-credential programs. Case selection followed three considerations. One was to include different types of AI micro-credential programs. Another was to ensure that the program reflects current developments in AI education. A further requirement was the availability of sufficient public documents for analysis. Using these criteria, 4 programs was selected. We can see in the table, the first is the Open University UK Trustworthy AI Micro-Credential. The second is Zhejiang University in China, AI plus X Micro-Credential. The third one is Open University Australia, AI for Healthcare Micro-Credential. And the last one is the Coursera and cooperate with the Vanderbilt University in USA for prompt engineering for ChatGPT. Geographically, they cover North America, the Asia Pacific region, and Europe, providing a diverse picture of international practice. So we can see these pictures can help us to quickly understand these 4 programs. We can see at the left top is the Zhejiang University in China and the content of the program. And the next is the report of Coursera Micro-Credential Impact Report 2024. In the middle is the Open University Australia about the AI module design, the process, and the certificate at last. And at the right side is the certificate published by the Open University UK, is about AI. To compare these cases, several dimensions were examined. We can see in this table, the dimensions is the development actors, the module objective, module content. Next is the teaching mode, target, learners, qualification certificate method. Because of the time limited, I don't talk more about that. Next, we can see the open coding. So compare this one, we can see in the table, the initial concept after the open coding. We can see 25 concepts were identified. This concept requiring one or more projects and form the basic framework for the design of AI micro-credential. So we can see, for example, the short course cycle, the practice-oriented instruction, such as the interdisciplinary curriculum system, the industry expert participants, such as AI ethics education, online learning platforms, credit transfer mechanism, the industry demand driving. So each of the concepts, we have the description, show others what it is. During the active coding, these concepts were grouped into broader categories. We have found 5 main categories. We can see the first is the technological and the social demand drivers. And the second one is the competence-oriented curriculum construction. The third is multi-actor collaborative development. Next is agile curriculum development mechanism and the micro-credential such mechanism, recognition mechanism. So we found a relationship with the main categories. So the first is the causal conditions. And the second one is the core phenomenon. The third and the fourth is the action strategy. Next is the consequence. The final stage is the involve the selective coding, where these categories were integrated into a broad explanation. A common pattern became visible across the cases. An agile competence development model shaped by technological change. The process begins with external pressure, rapid development in AI, and ongoing industry transformation create new skill demands. Programs respond by focusing on specific competencies rather than broad disciplinary knowledge. At the same time, program development rarely involves a single institution. Universities, companies, and online platforms often work together to keep constant relevant. Programs rely on agile approaches, modular courses, short cycles, and frequent updates. The final element, concept recognition. For micro-credential to be meaningful, they must be acknowledged by universities, employees, or professional communities. So the figure summarizes the development model identified in this study. The blue box, we can see the first at the left part, represents external drivers, technological change, and evolving social demand. These pressures influence the orange box, we can see at the right part, which highlights competence-based curriculum design. Instead of organizing learning strictly around academic disciplines, programs focus on what learners are able to do with the knowledge they gain. So next we can see, I think the 3 to 4 is the same. So the green box we first to talk about shows collaboration among different actors. Universities contribute academic expertise. Companies bring practical tools and real-world scenarios. Platforms provide the digital infrastructure needed to scale learning. On the left, the yellow box illustrates agile development mechanism, such as I just taught, including the modeling design, rapid content updates. So finally, we can see the purple box at the bottom represents value recognition. Without recognition from employees or educational institutions, credentials have limited impact. These 5 dimensions operate as a connected chain. There is also a feedback effect. Once recognition grows, more partners become involved, which strengthens the system's ability to respond to new demands. So we can see this is a circle and impact each other. So looking across the 4 cases, we discuss about the 4 distinct practice pathways can be observed. We summarized in this table. The first is governance ethic-oriented, like Open University UK. The second one is university collaborative, like the Zhejiang University in China. A third kind is the industry application-oriented, the Open University Australia. The next is the enterprise-driven skill training, like the platform Coursera and the University Corporation in USA. So take together, the cases highlight several principles that may guide the development of future AI microcredential programs. We can see in this figure, such as strengthen university-industry collaboration, promote interdisciplinary curriculum, enable flexible learning pathways, integrate AI ethics and governance education, establish standardized certification and evaluation mechanism. So let me conclusion. The study offers contribution on several levels. From a theoretical perspective, it is proposed a conceptual framework for understanding AI microcredential development. From a methodological perspective, it combines comparative case analysis with grounded theory coding. In practical terms, the finding offer insights for universities considering similar programs. At the same time, certain limitations should be acknowledged. Only 4 cases were included, and the analysis relied mainly on public available documents. Future study will include interview with program designers and learners and explore additional cases across different regions and institutional contexts. Let me end with a simple reflection. Higher education is entering a period of rapid change. Lifelong learning, digital technologies, and ethical challenges are all reshaping how education is organized. AI microcredentials are not meant to replace traditional degree. Instead, they extend and complement existing systems. They serve learners who need targeted skills, professionals arrive in the workplace, and individuals from non-technical backgrounds. With thoughtfully designed, these programs can make education more flexible, more inclusive, and more responsive to social change. Thank you very much. I look forward to your questions.